Greetings. Man, sure is a lot of talk in the collective about groups, caggles, hives, and herds being afraid of some kind of divine judgment, and I can't do anything about that. That's a them problem. That's why I try to stay away from the groups, gaggles, hives, and herds. That's what it is. I mean, they don't like the tarot community, and we're really not responsible for what other people like. However, there's a lot of that about Pisces. You have to make a decision. Pisces, don't let anyone make the decision for you. That's what it is. My decision is to find this earth angel that they're talking about, while everybody else is getting karma, whatever divine judgment they're worried about. I mean, if they're having mental problems, there's mental health for that. There's mental health professionals for that. If they're having health issues, that's what it is. If it's karma, if it's anyone that I know, that's their karma. There's nothing I can do about that. So I'm not going to take their karma, and I believe I've already said that. It's just what it is. I mean, this is one of those, most of the times you go to a dupter and they're not taking new clients. Yeah, I will only accept new clients if there's any ties to my past in any way, shape, or form. You're on your own. There's floods. There's floods for people like that. Volcanoes. There's volcanoes for those individuals. Earthquakes on Mother's Day, named after stepdaughters. That's perfectly fine for them. There's nothing you can do about that. That's what it is. God will show you who to trust if they're still able to do breath work, still walking around, things of that nature. It's the decision that I've made in this situation. So it's just what it is. Yeah, with all of this sacrifice, the earth angel energy and entire communities worried about it. Have you seen China? It's just what it is. China's nice and flooded. I know that they were waiting for a savior to come and show them how to turn water into wine. That's bootlegger shit. That's what it is. God would rather see Italy as water on my birthday. That's what a little bird told me. That's what it is. God is all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. I mean, you got to think, not care is repaid with not care. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. I mean, they wanted to bring disaster to the divine, and divine judgment ensued with disaster. It's just how it goes. What comes around goes around. Nothing we can do about that. Thank you, Spirit. I mean, when you've got readers talking about war angels and the destruction that comes from them, simple enough. I can't do anything about that. I mean, to see someone's value after they try to sacrifice, it's just what it is. Thank you, Spirit. So my decision is to wait and see who makes it out. See who makes it out with all their skadoodles intact. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. Because I know hearing that there's nowhere for these karmics to run to outrun the karma, and it basically being the abuse of power on a human level, even on any level of person that walks upright like a Homo sapien. It's just what it is. Just what it is. They get to ride the storm. That's the decision that I've made. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. When the storms are over, well then then we can go forward and not have to worry about any of these groups, gaggles, hives, or herds that are getting like the can of Black Flag from God. It's just what it is. Cards in the upright. Focus on the situation. Vibration. Look at that. We'll be raising our vibration. I hear that all of the demonic shit that they tried didn't work because the individual's vibration was too high. Of course, that's what happens when you go after high vibrational individuals. It's just what it is. Oh, inner alchemy is what it is. Their intentions weren't to do the inner work. They were to try to siphon energy off of those who were. And it's just what it is. We didn't do the work for them. We did not activate our light. We did not attune to Reiki. We did not go through the revolving door of self-improvement for a lazy group of greedy spirits of influence, right? That can't do that, can't do anything except gossip, bribe tarot readers. That's the beautiful part. That's what it is. I'm always going to take the Andrew Dice Clay route, because see, that's the thing. You've got the divine readers that they can't get to, and then you've got the readers that wear too much makeup, that have all the bells and whistles. Look at all the cool stuff that I have, telling the exact opposite story, and they'll be getting karma as well. They're a part of that group, gaggle, hive, herd. It's just what it is. Anyway, keep your meditation going. Simple enough, I mean, for them to, when you walk away from, you don't turn your back on someone because you don't care. You turn your back because you're not going to deal with their personal vendetta that they had. They weren't chosen. They were chosen to receive karma. That's why they're called karmics. And then you have all these karmic readers that have taken bribes from these individuals, controlling the narrative. That means they're cursing themselves and everyone in their collective. Perfectionism. Look at that. Can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. And you want to thank those that are standing on the truth, and not those that are controlling the narrative for $1. So it is. There's too much, and that's the thing. We already know that rituals were done to sacrifice humans. So when you have readers that are promoting these individuals, trying to control the narrative, oh, this person is da-da-da-da-da, because, yeah, that's what it is. They're protecting, yeah, that's what it is. They went up against a starseed and lost miserably. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. When I have the question of who ascended in, and that's what it is. There's going to be a lot of jealousy. There's going to be a lot of karmic readers that are hating on the fact that you came into union with the divine, and they've been telling their entire collective for how long now? Oh, you're going to meet your twin flame. The twin flame journey is within. Don't listen to that shit. It's a simple Google search. You don't need somebody that wants your money feeding you a bunch of spell work and a bunch of this, that, and the other, because it's what it is. They're creating a soap opera, and then you go back to them for more. It creates an addiction. It's just what it is. There's nothing better than knowing that the jinn influence fortune tellers, the pretty girls, situations of that nature. Yeah, that's what it is. The shamanistic aspect of this shit's coming to the light. That's what it is. We told you, my last channel, we discussed on how the elites were using jinn whispers to cloud the intuition of fortune tellers to control the narrative. So they think they're dealing with the Most High, when in actuality they're dealing with trickster spirits. So that's what it is, yeah. It's all about the heart-mind coherence. Becoming supernatural, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Simple enough. It's what it is. They're doing everything they can to stop a divine union. Okay, great. A divine union is a union between you and the divine. It has nothing to do with another person. And right, so now all of these readers will have to eat their words, because it's a simple Google search. Now, you don't have to listen to me. You can go and do your research. You don't have to listen to a tarot reader that's they're dangling a carrot on a stick. They're selling you a pipe dream with a carrot on a stick. It's a sleazy salesman's tactic that obviously works good with $33 a read. That's what it is. And then you get somebody come in with money, and they bribe them. And that's what it is. And the fact that the elites we've already said that. Yeah, these people won't be evolving. Right? They talk about ascension and then haven't done it. It's simple enough. It's a corrupt group of parasites feeding off of your energy, going around the collective of light beings, listening to the stories that they're telling, and then trying to control the narrative for bribes. That's what it is. It's in game. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. And now they're all worried because what? Because we're calling our energy back and it's affecting their finances, affecting their mental health. And that's the problem with all of this. When you have the divine readers saying that they have cursed themselves and all involved, and we know that the teacher takes on the karma of the student. Simple enough. Opening doors that they just don't really have any business opening. That's what it is. So, 8-year cycle. That's what it is. Buckle up, buttercups. It's about to get bumpy. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. And I mean, when you have too many readers who are protected by the angels, the archangels, the ascended masters, and then you have other readers who specifically did what? Tried to challenge an ascended master. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Their magic, their spell work, their runes, all that shit backfiring on them is what ascended me. So I thank them. I thank them for that. But I mean, it's just what it is. Not much we can do about it now. It's just what it is. And I mean, everybody worried about they're worried about the next, divine judgment that's going to come upon them. All I'm worried about is who's it going to be named after. Again, when God starts naming natural disasters after these people on holidays, this is what it is. Makes the holidays a lot more meaningful for next year, doesn't it? Namaste.